Hello everyone. Today I will tell you a story. The story is titled, When Bai Didn't Want Me to Touch His Tail. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you appreciate me. You can skip this if you don't like this video. Thank you very much. The story begins as follows. Good morning, vlog diary. Today started like any other quiet day at home. I made coffee, opened my laptop, and Bai, my fluffy little shadow, followed me from room to room like he always does. His tail was wagging gently, the universal sign that life was good and breakfast had already been approved. I curled up next to my chair while I worked. From time to time, I reached down to pet him. Head. Yes. Ears. Absolutely. Belly. Only for exactly 3 seconds. Everything was perfect until I casually reached for his tail. The moment my fingers touched it, I froze. The wag stopped. His ears tilted slightly backward. Then he turned around and gave me the look. Not angry. Not scared. Just very, very serious. Like I had crossed an invisible line I didn't know existed. I laughed and said, "What's wrong, Bai? It's just your tail." Bai did not laugh. Instead, he stood up, walked 3 steps away, and sat down with his back to me. The message was clear. We are taking a break. I turned to the camera and whispered, "Okay." Apparently today's episode is about boundaries. As a responsible vlog narrator and slightly confused dog parent, I decided to observe Bai for the rest of the day. Was his tail injured? Was he in pain? Or was this simply a personal preference I had ignored for months? Bai acted completely normal. He ate happily, chased his toy, barked at absolutely nothing, and even wagged his tail, just not for me to touch. Every time my hand moved a little too close, his body language changed. No growling, no snapping, just quiet communication. Later, during our afternoon break, I sat on the floor instead of the chair. Bai approached me slowly, sniffed my hand, and placed his head on my knee. I stroked his back, his neck, his ears. He relaxed. Then, very gently, I almost touched his tail again. Bai lifted his head, sighed dramatically, and walked away. At that moment, I realized something important. Bai wasn't being difficult or moody. He was simply telling me what he didn't like, in the clearest way he knew how. And honestly, he was doing a great job. I spoke to the camera again. Bai doesn't owe me access to every part of him, even if he's cute. By the end of the day, I stopped trying to touch Bai's tail. And something interesting happened. Bai came closer to me than usual. He slept next to my chair, leaned against my leg, and even looked up at me with soft, trusting eyes. Respecting his boundary didn't push him away. It brought us closer. This small moment with Bai reflects something very real in our daily lives. Everyone, humans included, has personal boundaries. Just because we love someone doesn't mean we have the right to cross them. Sometimes people don't shout or argue when they're uncomfortable. Like Bai, they simply pull away, become quieter, or create distance. The lesson here is simple but powerful. Pay attention, respect signals, and don't take boundaries personally. In modern life, where we're always rushing, talking, touching, and sharing, it's easy to forget to pause and observe. Whether it's with family, friends, coworkers, or even ourselves, listening without forcing is a form of care. So today's advice from Bai: learn to read subtle signals. Respect, no, even when it's silent. Trust grows where respect lives. And sometimes, love means leaving the tail alone.